Alhamdulillah. Any questions?
Because he saw Angel Jibreel, he saw Gabriel himself, and because of the words themselves, and the idea that, you know, it was sent by an evil spirit. What evil spirit tells you to mend the ties of kinship and stand up for justice even if you're being tortured yourself? What devil teaches this? What devil teaches to take care of the orphan and not to allow anybody to be persecuted? What devil teaches to have fairness in the marketplace? The devil should teach, cheat people in the marketplace. Treat people, you know, in different classes. Create a class. Don't teach people human beings are equal. Teach people one human being is better than another human being. Why would the Prophet ﷺ be teaching things that God teaches and think it's from an evil spirit? What if this message is evil for anybody to think this is from an evil spirit? You know, the content of the message speaks for itself before anything else.
Well, okay, you know, I would say, look, science is important, and I would never in any way denigrate science as such. However, a lot of science, if you read, I had to read a book when I was in college by Thomas Kuhn about paradigms, and he shows in that book how science always has these anomalies, and the anomalies often will create problems for scientific theories, and then a new theory will emerge. And so it's very difficult to latch on to something like science as an absolute, because much of science is what in logic we call saving appearances. That's my feeling about putting too many scientific eggs in the Quranic basket. I think is very dangerous, because down the road they realize, oh, that's not true. And then, oh, so what, is the Quran not true? So, and you know, if God wanted, I mean, he could have, you know, revealed E equals MC squared, and then 1,000 years later people would say, oh my God, they got that way before Einstein. And actually there is an argument from a Turkish physicist that the theory of relativity is in the Quran, so I don't know. I'm not that adept at theoretical physics, so.
So if a Muslim and mu'min, if the word Muslim or mu'min are used, is used alone, then it represents both. So the terms become interchangeable. If Islam and Iman are used together, then Islam represents the outward, Iman represents the inward. So what that means in terms of the person, a mu'min in that sense is someone who believes in the articles of faith and who manifests inwardly true faith. Whereas Islam, submission refers to the external manifestation of that faith. So again, if one is used with the absence of the other, then they're interchangeable. If they're used together, then it's outward versus inward. Allahu A'lam.
While the Quran definitely does stand on its own as the book of Allah, it does need commentary. And the reason it needs commentary is because Allah has made it absolutely necessary to have a transmission. In the Quran, Allah says, "Innahu dhikrun laka wa liqawmika." It is a reminder for you and for your people. Imam Malik said that verse means a man saying, I heard from my father who heard from his grandfather. That this is a transmitted book. And this is why even to this day, when you learn the Quran, you learn it through isnad, if you're learning it properly. So you study with somebody who studied with somebody all the way back to the Prophet ﷺ. And so you have chains, every qari has a chain back to the Prophet ﷺ if they learned it properly. And so that's part of the nature of our religion, is that it's transmitted.
Why should you believe? Because if you choose not to, you will eventually. But it'll be too late. You know, whether you like to accept reality or not, if you got a news report that a tsunami is coming, why should I believe it? I don't want to believe it. It's depressing. I'm going to play my video game. Then you're going to deal with its consequences. Then you don't get to say, I didn't want to hear this difficult news, therefore I didn't take action. You're responsible for what you've come to. You know, belief is not a luxury. You know, it's not the same as, why should I buy these shoes? Or why should I eat at this restaurant? That's a consumer. Our deen is not offering you benefits to join it. Allah is saying this is the truth. فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ وَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. Whoever wants, they can believe. Whoever wants, they can disbelieve. They can walk away. Allah is not in need of you believing or me believing. We are in need of accepting the truth because it only benefits ourselves. Okay, that was all of them. Awesome. I'm done.